Called Arsenal to win the league. Things are looking great for the Champions League. Lakers are going to ready to whip their ass. Nobody want that smoke coming with the LA Lakers playing their best ball right here. Nobody want to play the Lakers. Hold on a sec. Go keep the ball and the Nick Show, the greatest show ever in the history of the world. Y'all ain't know nothing. Go King, the Buntons. Overtime victory. How about that? 5 straight wins, playing their best basketball of the season, winning games with and without the GOAT and king of basketball. The LA Lakers are finally fully healthy. The big three are finally fully healthy. I diagnosed the problem. The big three were not out on the court enough this season. Now, all the big three are fully healthy and they are clicking at the right time. And it is a very different team that we saw even a few weeks ago. In and out of the lineup. Outside of back-to-backs, they're going to have even more time before the playoffs. They can and will and are able to play with each other. AR, GOAT, King, the Bond, and Luka. I think Marcus Smart is starting to come along. Marcus Smart, we're not looking for elite efficiency every single night, but clutch shots, he's a veteran, clutch defense. Marcus Smart, he is what the Lakers need to get over the line. That defender. Marcus Smart, it's defense. Kennard, 3-point shooting. Marcus Smart, occasional 3. The dominating DeAndre Ayton, he's coming through now. Now, he had to go up against KAT. He had some great defense on Nikola Jokic. DeAndre Ayton, this brother got to stay fully motivated, and they thought this guy checked out. You see, they thought he checked out. He shows he not soft. He has shown that when he is fully mentally focused and concentrating, he can lock in and he can dial up. I back the brother DeAndre Ayton as long as he puts forward the honest effort and determination 110% every single second. Not just every single minute, but every second or over every second through the course of a game. That Andre Ayton, he locked down defensively. Not the sexiest box score as far as offensive production goes, but that's not the role of the Andre Ayton. His role is providing toughness. Be that DeAndre Ayton that whips Nikola Jokic's ass with the 4-game sweep in the conference semifinal back in 2021. That is the DeAndre Ayton we be looking for. Fully healthy, with the exception of Maxi Kleber. I think against the San Antonio Spurs, honestly, we need to throw different bodies at Wembanyama. So I think that there will come a point in time where Maxi Kleber will be needed, especially when the foul trouble and all that happens. But let's take a look. And we're going to whip the ass of your Denver Nuggets. We're going to play you again. And well, I don't know if we'll play the Denver Nuggets again, but already we won the season series over the Timberwolves. We won the season series over the Denver Nuggets. These are 2 teams we won the season series. The Houston Rockets, very likely not going to win the season series against the Houston Rockets. It's going to be very hard to win both games against the Rockets. I think both are on the road. I don't know. Yeah, the Christmas game was at home, and both of these games are on the road. Honestly, it's very rare you'll win two in a row against a team with kind of with an identical record with both teams on the road. So it's nice to continue the momentum. That's what we look for. But honestly, if you take one out of two against Houston, that's not the end of the world. Um, that's very good. Um, how we look at the Houston Rockets, how we look at the Houston Rockets. What is the script gonna be for this mini series? It is a mini series. It is a 2-game series. One game on Tuesday and the other game on Thursday. I think one of the games may be on ESPN. I think one of them is on Peacock or NBC. But basically, this is how the script could go for the Lakers Rockets miniseries. Let's say Lakers win the first game. Okay, Rockets have 26 losses and Lakers have 43 wins. But that 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 second game can be the rubber match. What's going to make it interesting is that the last game has to decide who gets the tiebreaker. So we could see a moment where there is chaos in the West, just different tiebreakers, complicated scenarios, like how the script goes. You just got to think what's going to produce the most drama during the final 2 days of the regular season. What's going to produce the most drama? It does get complicated when Lakers own tiebreaker over Nuggets, but then Rockets own tiebreaker over Lakers. So yeah, the Lakers will get a 43rd win against the Houston Rockets because Houston Rockets equals 43. Just the only question is, which of the games are they going to win? Honestly, I'll be ecstatic if they somehow win both of the games against the Houston Rockets. Imagine if this team leaves Houston winning the season series against the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, in the Rockets. We'll be talking about the Lakers being Western Conference contenders. That's really what's on the line. Three three tiebreakers head to head against three teams from 1 through 5. That's gonna be a huge deal if they end up beating the Houston Rockets in back to back. Just imagine. But it's not going to be easy. Yes, the Lakers have a fine record on the road. We're not doubting that. But the Rockets are 23-8 at home. They have a very good record at home. So I think the expected outcome may be probably a split. Probably a split. As far as television coverage goes, ESPN, NBA, they're dying for regular season ratings. Wednesday night, a tiebreaker's on the line because Houston won on Christmas, and let's say Lakers win on Monday. So I think Lakers have to win on Monday, so there's a lot to play for both teams. So I think Lakers win on Monday, but then the winning streak may end at 6, kind of like the repeat for Goat King of Bronze, 5th and 6th ring. So I think Lakers win on Monday. People start talking LA Lakers, and then somehow, some way, somehow, Houston Rockets probably steal one on Wednesday. It probably is going to be a split. And then Heat, Magic, and then Detroit. We know the job will be accomplished. Just win one out of two against the Rockets. Even if you don't get a head-to-head tiebreaker, at least you continue the momentum. You continue to win basketball games. You continue to build momentum throughout the playoffs. It'd be nice to get one back against the Magic. I think we get one back against the Magic. It's always special every time King LeBron James plays at Miami. I don't think Miami's exceptional. I know the Heat culture and all of that, so that ain't gonna be an easy game. But if the Lakers beat the Detroit Pistons, that's another game. That'd be a statement game against Detroit Pistons. That'd be a statement game. Pistons are on the road, and then let's say Pistons could lose their ninth game at home, and we all know that Luka equals 9. So I do think they probably beat the Detroit Pistons. Will go King LeBron beat Cleveland? I hope so. We got Wizards. I think we have the Nets. Overall, the momentum is going to continue. It's going to continue. They have to make this interesting some way, somehow. We play the Heat. Rockets play the Heat, but the Heat beat the Rockets, I think, a few weeks ago or something like that. And then Rockets have Bulls, Timberwolves on the road. That's tough. Grizzlies, Pelicans, they scrubs. They play the New York Knicks at home. New York Knicks, that's gonna be a hard game. Oh, and then it gets easy right after March, beginning in April. Rockets close against the Bucks, the Jazz. And I don't know when Stephen Curry's gonna come back. Maybe the Warriors will be a tough game for the Rockets. It's Stephen Curry. They're just not going to quit. Warriors are not going to quit, so they're still going to be a tough out. Even though the Lakers beat the Warriors twice, I think the Warriors have been playing very competitive, so that's going to be a hard game, especially if Stephen Curry comes back. Loser Phoenix Suns will be looking to get a win against the Rockets and Kevin Durant for the first time. Dylan Brooks should be back in time before the Rockets play the loser Phoenix Suns and 76ers, Timberwolves. So, yep, this is the Wild Wild West. This is what we are accustomed to knowing. This is the Wild Wild West. And you betcha it's rigged for the Lakers to lose a couple of games. So they keep suspense. So they keep interest. They keep the drama and the excitement. They want a soap opera from 3 to 6. Games will be rigged. Lakers will lose some rigged games. It's not a big deal. They need regular season ratings. I think the 3 teams had identical records last year or the year before, but bottom line is Lakers are where they need to be at number 3, but there'll be rigged games to keep the suspense and the drama. That is the bottom line. The main thing is that the Lakers are almost fully healthy, only Max Klepper, and they building their momentum before the playoffs, and the defense has stepped up. So overall, the only thing missing is a win over the Thunder, but that's it. But we'll whip the ass come playoff time. We'll catch them off guard. Here we go. We'll beat them 1 out of 2. I think. Which game do they beat the Thunder? Which game do they beat the Thunder? I don't need to look right now. It's looking towards Houston. This be the magical man will stop their first time since Disney World. Imagine if the GOAT King LeBron James beat Wembanyama and he beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. He'd be solidified as the GOAT. Space Jam, a new legacy. GOAT King LeBron doesn't have to win NBA Finals MVP. GOAT King LeBron James just has to be the key to the championship. Lakers don't win the championship with Luka alone. GOAT King LeBron James is the guy who is going to put the Lakers over the line. And whatever role is asked, GOAT King LeBron James is one of the most unselfish superstars in the history of basketball. He has found a way to make it work with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. And Austin Reeves has absolutely played like an all-star, those are the keys that are going to make a huge difference. Austin Reeves becoming all-star has not reached a ceiling just yet. He keeps on getting better every single season. Austin Reeves is an all-star. He has certainly shown he's gotten even better than last season. This time around, he's going to step it up in the playoffs. Undrafted kid, part of that Hollywood storyline script for LA where Hollywood movies are produced. Undrafted white kid, hillbilly Kobe, NBA champion, Oklahoma Sooners, wins the conference title at Oklahoma City. That's the script. When Banyama loses against the GOAT, When Banyama, one player GOAT, King LeBron James, defeat GOAT King LeBron's top three rivals. Celtics lost 5 straight playoff series. We got to make that occultic 6 consecutive playoff series win against the Celtics happen. GOAT King LeBron James ended the Warriors as we know. He ended the Warriors. GOAT King LeBron James did not have the three-peat. GOAT King LeBron James must get the revenge against the San Antonio Spurs. He must get the revenge for a three-peat that did not happen. This one, it happens a little bit longer length in time. 2018 to 2023, that's 5 years. But 2014 and 2026, GOAT King LeBron James beat San Antonio again, and he's 2-2 in the playoffs against the San Antonio Spurs. 9 wins against the Spurs in the playoffs. Luka equals 9. GOAT King LeBron James beats the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs were a rival of the Mavericks in the Central Division in the state of Texas. Luka beats both of these former division rivals of the Mavericks, the Spurs, and the Thunder. So we all set to go for the playoffs. The momentum must be continued. We're going to continue to serve them a can of whip ass, but let's not get too carried away. Not because, we're not good enough to compete for a title. Let's not get carried away because games will be rigged to keep the standings interesting. You know that, and I know that. There had to be drama with the Lakers right after the start of the second half of the season. They 1-3. You see, it's all a story. 1-3 since the All-Star break. They could, but this is part of the magical aspect of the Lakers championship for their first title since at Disney World is that they overcome the 1-3 to begin the second half of the season. They overcome the 1-3. And I told you, these three needed more time on the court. GOAT King LeBron is back. Momentum is being built. They're not better. They're not worse without GOAT King LeBron. They are certainly better with GOAT King LeBron on the basketball court. But you see, they scripting things. They're producing drama. They're a better team without GOAT King LeBron. No, you need GOAT King LeBron James to win the championship. The Thunder, the Lakers are not being a Thunder with only Luka and AR-15. No. One guy's on the bench, one guy's out on the floor. Luka's on the bench, GOAT King LeBron general. GOAT King LeBron on bench, Luka out on the court. That is a strength for the LA Lakers. Let's take a look at season rankings for the Lakers. Are they still number 2 in shooting percentage? Because we know Lakers have the offense to keep pace with the Thunder. We know that. That's why they have a chance to beat the Thunder. That's why they will beat the Thunder. I should search up NBA team stats. Both on NBA, ESPN, either one is okay. I want to go to field goal percentage. We are number 1 in the NBA in field goal percentage. We are an efficient offense. Efficiency. We have a better shooting percentage than they Thunder. Well, we were number 2, but we've gotten better. We've gotten better. Field goal percentage, Lakers 49.9, Nuggets 49.2. We whipped their ass 2 times. I think we whipped their ass this time. Yes, we did. We won the first matchup. They won the second one. We won the third one. Timberwolves number 3 shooting percent. Clippers number 4. Thunder are garbage. The Thunder are garbage. The Thunder are number 5 in field goal percent. The Thunder only 5th in field goal percent. I don't give a damn about injuries. The Thunder are number 5 in field goal percent, and we number 1 in field goal percent. Number 1 in field goal percent. Finally, you jumping out, boy. Finally, you jumping out, boy. At least you jumping along before the bandwagon starts coming out of their closet April, May. You know the bandwagon gonna be here. You know them quitting ass betas, ain't no mama blood, gonna be coming in like they little beta ass boys coming out of their closet, start barking because Lakers are number 3 and they win in playoff series, but they've given up. They've given up before the season. They've given up in January. They've given up in February. I've been saying this shit all season ever since we got knocked out. Gee, that's what we talking. Hell yeah, we gonna win. You got that right, Samurai. Beast, we gonna win. We gonna whip their ass. We gonna whip their ass. 100%. Lakers number 1 in field goal percent. The Nuggets are not even top. The Thunder are not even top 5 in 3-point percent. The Thunder only 14th in 3-point percent. The Thunder are 14th in 3-point percent. I'd say I am going to document the stats after 82 games. A whole body of work, 82 games, not 60, not 65. But so far, the Thunder have shown that they're very vulnerable. We were whipping their ass. We were beating the Thunder in the third quarter. We were beating them. I am surprised that the Thunder are not even top 10 in 3-point percent. That is a surprise. They are only 14th. Who's 15th? The LA Lakers. The Thunder are shooting 35.9 from 3. Lakers are shooting 35.8 from 3-point. What Oklahoma City Thunder? What Oklahoma City Thunder? I haven't heard of any Oklahoma City Thunder. Who are these guys? They are what the record and the stats say they are. The record says they defended champions, but the stats say they are a worse team than last year. Facts. Have the Lakers really stepped it up defensively? They were 27 in defense a few months ago. Let's take a look here. Maybe team stats on defense, maybe. So let's take this as the offensive element. Free throw attempts. Lakers number 4, free throw attempts. Adam Silver, do your thing. Do your thing. 4th in free throws. We got drivers on this team, so you stop be hating. It don't matter. We were number 4 in free throw attempts. It's because we are a team of drivers. How about team defense, okay? Team defense. Is it on here? Team defense? This is all offense, but offense, the Lakers are the best. The Lakers are the best. Marcus Smart and Jared Vanderbilt. You can't tell me he got no defensive players. Austin Reeves getting steals, we good. This guy cooking, DeAndre Ayton, he cooking. I think that benching, I think it made the difference. I think it made the difference. JJ Redick is real, and he's a real-ass coach. He's a real-ass coach. I'm glad JJ Redick is our coach. He is so far better than Darvin Ham. That is going to make the difference. 100%. Oklahoma still shut down the perimeter. They number one. Lakers climbed up to number 26, but it don't matter. This is the playoffs, the greatest show ever in the history of the world. The Lakers, that's what they're gonna do. And the magical aspect gonna take over. Oklahoma Thunder at number 22 in 3-point defensive percentage. The Lakers defend the three better than the Thunder. The Lakers are 15th in 3-point defense. Oklahoma City Thunder, number 22 in 3-point defense. The defense puts the Lakers over the line. So right now we are highlighting vulnerabilities in the Oklahoma City Thunder. We know we got the team and the superstars and the firepower. We know the Lakers shut down the 3-point perimeter better than the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's how we're able to whip their ass and leave their thunder. I've only analyzed June the 19th and the fact that it's the birthday of the real King James, but on the fifth year anniversary of Juneteenth becoming a federal holiday, GOAT King the Bond's fifth ring, GOAT King the Bond James last championship during Black Lives Matter, GOAT King the Bond James wins the championship on Juneteenth. It's happening. On the fifth year anniversary, it became a federal holiday. He wins his fifth ring on Juneteenth. First Juneteenth was on 1866, kind of like LeBron. It goes 66 and 6 and 6 in the NBA Finals. It's coming. It's coming. This championship has got to end on Juneteenth. It can happen. Juneteenth equals 49. Lakers improve to 4-9 the finals against the Celtics. Juneteenth equals 41. GOAT King the Bond has 41 playoff series right now. GOAT King the Bond is 41 years of age right now. Happy Juneteenth equals 188 and 71. The greatest of all time equals 188 and 71. Happy Juneteenth equals 217. That's Michael Jordan's birthday, 217. But GOAT King the Bond, 5 rings divided by his 23rd season equals 0.217. Now it's 0.21739, but nonetheless, it rounds to 0.217 like Michael Jordan's birthday. This is how you know GOAT King LeBron James is winning the championship from a championship over seasons division sequence in action in real time. This ain't the worst trade in the history of sports until Luka wins championships. The bottom line is it has to be the worst trade ever. In order for that to be the worst trade ever, Lakers got to win this repeat. All they got to do is win the championships, and this is the worst trade ever. What's missing is the championships. The Herschel Walker trade, Cowboys won 3 Super Bowls in 4 seasons. Now this, you got to take 2 championships out of this. Then it does become the worst trade. It can't be a trade that simply means that Lakers never got over the line. They got to get over the line after that trade. That's what it's about. Of course, you want them to still be good after GOAT King LeBron retires. They're the same management that missed the playoffs 6 straight years until GOAT King LeBron ended the drought. There's no doubt NBA still wants the Lakers to be good, but also they want Lakers to win. Anthony Davis is damaged goods. It seems like the LA Lakers dodged a big-time bullet, and the NBA is stepping up to give the Lakers the championships that are much deserved after a lot of rigged, scripted garbage we've had to put up with for now 6 years. So we deserve it. We deserve it. You're gonna go LeBron ain't joining the Lakers to never win a championship in front of spectators. Come on now. Come on now. This ain't not rocket science. This ain't diffusing nuclear technology. This ain't quantum physics. It ain't that hard. It doesn't have to be that difficult. The only person that can make it harder than it really is you. First title since Disney World for the Lakers in dramatic fashion as an underdog, not as a number one seed in 2019-20, but as a true underdog in the sense of the word. Spurs, Thunder, Celtics. They an underdog against three teams that they can truly encounter during the playoff run. We probably do play the Rockets in the first round. We won the regular season series against the Timberwolves. We won the regular season series against the Nuggets. So we have to lose the regular season series against the Rockets. So, the Rockets are better than the Lakers. They beat the Lakers. Austin Reeves got injured against the Rockets. Now he has to whip their ass in the first round of the playoffs and send Kevin Durant packing. Send Kevin Durant and his fangirls packing. What kind of ratings would Goat King the Bond against Kevin Durant happen for the NBA? NBA Finals caliber ratings for Goat King the Bond against Stephen Curry a few years ago that produced NBA Finals numbers. What's Goat King the Bond and Kevin Durant going to produce? He did beat Stephen Curry in a Laker uniform. Now, he got the revenge against the Warriors for signing Kevin Durant. Now, Goat King the Bond claims must get revenge against Kevin Durant in a Lakers uniform, just like he got revenge and ended the Warriors in a Lakers uniform. I don't give a damn about no regular season game against the Rockets. We're going to whip your ass in the playoff. It's 5 wins this season against the Rockets. We'll see if I'm right about Tuesday. Or it's Monday, I think. If we win on Monday, we not winning on Wednesday. If we win on Monday, I'm putting big bucks on the Rockets to win on Thursday or Wednesday because it's rigged. Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday. I'm on the roll with the NBA game of the day. Timberwolves beat the Thunder. Yes. I would say Thunder are going to win. I'm going to do the numbers very soon. But it's Sunday. Everybody's at home. There's no football. There's no NCAA games. It's Selection Sunday day. There's no baseball. So I would say T-Wolves cover, but Thunder win in the final 3 minutes of the game. That's just me, but we'll see what happens. Yes, we are. We are whipping their ass. We are whipping their motherfucking ass. What did Kobe die for? What did he die for? Think about it. Kobe knew he was being surpassed for the single game record. He knew Adebayo was going to surpass it. Illuminati is real. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. He was already surpassed for the single game record that would have eaten Kobe alive. So see Adebayo do it. Bam Adebayo. Imagine when Kobe found out that the Illuminati told him, the owners and the commission, they told him Adebayo's going to surpass you with an 83-point game. Kobe's like, fuck that. I'd rather die than see Adebayo surpass me. Oh, you mean I'm not number 2 to Michael Jordan no more? Goat King the Bond has 6 rings? Nah. Kobe out. Kobe out. He dictates his life. This was all under his own terms. This was under his terms. The Illuminati may have the terms, But Kobe Bryant decided to go out. He decided to go out while he's number 2 to Michael Jordan. That's how it goes. I'm ready to whip the ass of the Thunder. How about you? I hate the Nuggets. I hate the Nuggets. I want to destroy you. Destroy you. We're not playing the Nuggets in the playoffs. I wish we could. I wish we could. I hope we play the Nuggets next year. We already whipped these sorry ass bums. It's going to be the Rockets. It's going to be the Rockets. So I'm going to do the poll. Who the Lakers play in the first round? Who you think they're going to play? Revenge against Timberwolves, revenge against Nuggets, or we get GOAT, King the Bond, Kevin Durant? I don't know if I should ask this before the miniseries at Houston or after the miniseries at Houston. Let's do it before or after. Let's ask the question before the miniseries, and let's ask the question again after the miniseries. I'll be stunned if the Lakers win both games at Houston. It's not a we have to win these games. We have to win these games. It's more of an intrigue thing. Like, what is going to happen? What's the table going to look like? What's the standings going to look like? It's an intrigue thing for me. I think probably what the sports book would like is for the Lakers to win, because they won 5 straight games now. Everybody's going to bet on the Lakers and double their money on Wednesdays. And then that's when they hammer the LeBron-Laker fans, as they hammer them on the Wednesday game, because they keep on winning. So you bet more and more money. Go, the Bond fan, not aware of rigged NBA. We want to keep things dramatic. Oh, we're going to secure the number 3. We're going to win on Wednesday. But NBA's rigged. They're their company, man. So I will be stunned if the Lakers win both matchups. We're certainly not going to lose both against the Rockets. Surely we're not going to lose both against the Rockets. I mean, Lakers have 42 wins. Houston Rockets 43. Let's add to the Miami Heat game with 43 wins. Miami Heat 43. They really be treating this like crypto, like crypto.com arena, if they have a mini losing streak during these next couple few days. They're more like 7-9 days. I think I have another poll question for you. Who's the most important player outside of GOAT, King LeBron, AR-15, and Luka? The candidates are Luke Kennard, Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, Vanderbilt, Laravio. I guess very good question. My most important player is DeAndre Ayton, because the Achilles heel, I think, is second chance opportunities. Just flashbacks of the Minnesota Timberwolves series. You make the initial stop, but then they get the ball again on the same series, and then they kick it out, whatever, and that's where they killed the Lakers, was through second chance points. So for me, I believe it's DeAndre Ayton. But you can make a case. If it's keeping up with the Thunder, the three-point shooting, or the Celtics, Luke Kennard, shutting down the perimeter, Marcus Smart, occasional three-pointer, must prevent second opportunity, DeAndre Ayton. He's had a very great season. I think he's shooting over 40% in three-point. So the fourth one has got to be Rui Hachimura, I think. So, most important Laker player outside of the big three, I'm going to ask you that question. I think everybody is equally as important, but I think DeAndre Ayton is absolutely the most important outside of the Lakers' dynamic big three of Reeves, AR-15, Luka Magic, and GOAT Keenan James. How many wins can the Lakers finish this season? Realistically, I've been speculating the range. It's probably around 48, right around the time that GOAT Keenan came back. Okay, there's 67 games left. There's 67 games played. There's 82 left. Lakers win 7. They had 49. They're certainly not going to finish with 48. This could be another 50-win season for the Lakers. On top of it, in the Western Conference, let's start with the scrubs. The Wizards ain't going to win. The Mavs ain't going to win. Warriors ain't got nothing to play for. I think Kobe was right about the bandwagon Warriors. The Lakers must go for the season sweep of the Warriors. When was the last time they swept the Warriors? The Lakers are going to win the championship in the same year that they sweep the Warriors. It don't matter if they play every game. The loser Phoenix Suns, the Lakers going to win that game at home against the loser Phoenix Suns. With or without the big three of the Lakers against a team that's taken the Utah Jazz the last game of the season, the Lakers are going to win. They can hopefully steal one against the OKC Thunder. They play the garbage-ass Wizards. The Wizards are an abomination of a team. They're completely distorted. When I've watched the Wizards at Washington, D.C. when they hosted the Lakers, I must not be surprised to see Adebayo score 83 points against a big abomination that is the Washington Wizards. The Pacers haven't won a game in the second half. The Lakers travel to the Pacers. The Lakers host the Nets. They can get one back at the Orlando Magic. They could steal one against the Pistons. It could be 50. It could be 51. It could be 52. Just like 2019, 2020. The sky is certainly the limit. Realistically, not 55, 54, 53. I think the most games the Lakers can win before the end of the season is 52. So 10 wins in the last 17. How do we like 52? 5-2 Kobe NBA Finals GOAT Keenan last title for the fans. 52-year championship drought for Cleveland. That's what I like about 52. Prophecy equals 52. Akron, Ohio equals 52. The King from Akron, Ohio in his 23rd season. King is 23. Akron 23. I think we all aboard that 52. What else we got? I think this may be all that is necessary to discuss, I think. Kobe 8's a big number. I think Thunder should get to 8 straight wins, honestly. I think I know one will say, well, this Cavs championship has to be the most spectacular championship in GOAT Keenan's career. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with that theory, but this is about making GOAT Keenan a top 5 LA Laker. By winning that championship in front of fans, in an underdog fashion like the 1988, 1987 Lakers team. I don't think they were a underdog per se, but they won 3 game 7s or 2 game 7s. Magic Johnson's 5th ring, it was, I think, 2 or 3 game 7s. So there'll be 2 game 7s against a Thunder, against a Celtics. I'd say 6 games over the Spurs. 6. Still lots of hype. This is a perfect. We're moving on from GOAT Keenan times. Victor Wembanyama. We're moving on from GOAT Keenan. Excuse me. LA Lakers, the most polarizing GOAT figure, GOAT King LeBron claims. The best player in Europe is Luka. It's not Victor Wembanyama. His time will come. It took Luka how many years to win a championship? It took Jokic how many years to win a championship? He didn't win a championship in his first 6 7 years. The same pattern has to happen for Victor. So before you get on with the Victor Wembanyama, he's got to go 5 6 7 without winning a championship. It's got to be a struggle. It's got to feel something extra when Victor Wembanyama win his first championship. Finalissima, it could be played at San Siro. It could be played at Camp Nou. It may be canceled. It may be friendlies. I don't know what's happening. I think Argentina should play regardless of location. They're the world champions, so they deserve to have the say. That's how I look at it. Messi's the GOAT. He's the king. He should decide where the venue is going to be at. Wake up, CONMEBOL. Wake up, UEFA. Get your head in the game. Allow Messi to decide where it's going to be played at. Play at Camp Nou, play at San Siro. San Siro, iconic venue. It's about to be demolished. Finalissima, Wembley, iconic. San Siro, Wembley. Why can't it be played at San Siro? It's all Trump did it. Trump did it. Trump is the reason why Finalissima is not going as scheduled. It's Trump's fault. Fuck Trump. Little deep state, Israeli, fucking Russian, fucking deep state puppet of Rothschild. Fuck Trump. That's it. Olympico. That's not a bad idea either, honestly. Not a bad idea. Spain have no right. They didn't win the World Cup. Argentina should decide. End of. Okay? If La Liga want to play a match in the United States, Finalissima could be a test of how much they can get for tickets for a Finalissima match in Miami. We'll await a final verdict in the next 12, 24 to 36, 48 hours if there's an extension. Who are the Spurs going to play in the first round? Loser Phoenix Suns. Out of the playoffs against San Antonio. How do the numbers compute for Victor Wembanyama? Number 2 Spurs, number 7 loser Phoenix Suns. Well, there's a play-in. Who cares who the Spurs are playing in the first round? They're going to win regardless. Who gives a shit? Clippers Warriors going to be a playing game. I mean, Warriors loser Phoenix Suns? Nah. Suns got to beat the Clippers. It's got to be Clippers Warriors. The battle of who's the little suckiest team in California? Because you ain't the LA Lakers. Who's only the second best team in California? How about that? Let's leave it there. Is he a Cristiano Ronaldo fan? Ronaldo said, my ambition's not to win the World Cup. He already told you he's not winning the World Cup. All these retarded, Pinaudan, lunatic clowns. I don't want to win the World Cup because you met with the president. Oh, where's your little clown nose Pinaudan fan? Everybody meets with the president. Even Juventus FC met with the president during the FIFA Club World Cup. Messi met with the president. I'm not saying he's going to win because he met with Donald Trump. Who gives a fuck? Everybody meets with the president. Oh, cool. Pinaudo brain. Brain dead. Pinaldi to celebrate Hanukkah, Christmas, Ramadan, Kwanzaa. They had a very miserable holiday season during 2022. I am glad I am not a loser Pinaldi. Messi's class off the pitch. Argentina 100% going to win the World Cup. South America wins after Pele's death. Across the street from Pele's last match, GOAT Messi wins the back-to-back. The last back-to-back, answer, Pele, end of. That's what's going to happen. Facts don't care about the feelings. That's what's going to happen. As always, Forza Azzurri. Argentina are the easy money. I can't believe how they're 8-1 to win World Cup, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Julian Alvarez is added to the team. He wasn't along the roll in 2022. He's even better than he was 4 years ago. Otamendi, late substitution, preserve a lead. I like that. One of the last players to be added to the team that was picked by Diego Maradona. Otamendi. Still playing with Benfica. Is he a starting center back? I don't know. Cristiano Romero, Europa winner. You need to be a dirty son of a bitch of a defensive back to win. That's how things are done. Perfect. Nice guys don't win the World Cup. You see Harry Kane, nice guy, and win with Tottenham and all this. Need some personality. Messi showed it against Netherlands. Yeah, well, honestly, Mbappe is going to win Ballon d'Or in 2027. He'll probably win Champions League next year. This year, scripted for Harry Kane is going to be front runner for Ballon d'Or. Messi wins World Cup. Question is, does it go to Kane or does it go to Messi? And Messi says, I don't want to win any more Ballon d'Ors. Just don't give me the award anymore. That's what Messi said in court. I don't need any more Ballon d'Or. Don't award me Ballon d'Or. That's what Messi said. So it could go to everything. Who knows if Yamal wins in 2028? 2-8, Barca, Bayern. Who knows if that's the year for Barca? Somebody tried to tell me my Juventus was going to win the Champions League last year. I'm like, oh my God. No. Anyway. Arsenal won the league. Barcelona are on their way to win La Liga. I'm a big-time Inter hater, so don't take what I have to say seriously about Napoli winning the Scudetto. I am an Inter hater. I am Juventino. So don't listen to what I have to say about Serie A, okay? That's where I can keep a little bit of fandom going on. I'm not rooting for a basketball team after GOAT Kinabon retires. I'm not rooting for a baseball team. I'm done with the Yankees after this year. The only team I root for is Juventus, and they're going to win any Champions League or anything anytime soon. No Italian teams will win the Champions League anytime soon. Elise is going to win the title in the Champions League, but Yamal is obviously a generational player. He's going to win the World Cup in 2030 with Pep Guardiola as coach. De La Fuente is a little old in age. He managed a lot of youth teams in Spain. I think he's in his 60s. He's an old guy. He can easily you lose in World Cup, you lose in Euro, The best interest of Spanish football is to have Pep Guardiola become manager of Spain. For the greater of Spain, who would allow De La Fuente to say that we won a title with Yamal, we won a European championship, I did my role. The core has got the experience with the UEFA Nation League, making it to the final, and Pep Guardiola is going to add the World Cup, and he could become GOAT manager. Either him or Zidane. Pep against Zidane, 2030 final. France, Spain, FIFA's rigged. This is the most dramatic final. Mbappe, France against Spain, Yamal, 2030. Guardiola wins World Cup. Yamal wins World Cup. Zidane wins Champions League. Real Madrid wins World Cup with France. He wins the Euro as manager with France in 2028. He wins 3 Champions Leagues with Ronaldo. He's just missing with the World Cup as a manager. Zizou could be the GOAT, or Guardiola could become the GOAT. I'm already excited about that 2030 World Cup. We know Argentina's winning it this year. We know France, Deschamps, they're not doing anything in this World Cup, France. Zizou should become manager after 2026. Deschamps, he deserves to still be there, but the cycle's coming to a close. Okay? Zizou not taking any job because he's waiting for the cycle to end and manage France and Mbappe. Both men of some Northern African descent. Zizou is Algerian, right? Mbappe, is he part Moroccan or Algerian on his mother's side at least? The similarities are there. Yeah, I'm an Azuri fan, but I think I'll go with France to win in 2028. I didn't pick France for the past 2 Euros. I'll go if Zidane's manager. This will build the hype for France in 2030. So I'll go France for the Euro in 2028. How about that? If Jurgen Klopp manages Germany, that could become very interesting. Jurgen Klopp could manage Germany. 2028 is probably France or Germany. England, if they lose in 2 finals, it's over. They're not making it. A little extended cycle. How many years has it been? It'll be 58 years or something. Yeah. Harry Kane will never win anything with England, but he is going to win Champions League with Bayern. Well, yeah, you can hope. It's always nice when the Mediterranean team wins because, uh, I'm like Italian descent and hey, Mediterranean, yeah. Spain, Italy, yeah, Mediterranean, yep. Greece 2004, yeah. Portugal, Mediterranean teams have dominated the Euro. Oh yeah, my bets on France in 2028. Saliba of Arsenal too. Saliba of Arsenal. Tillmans of Real Madrid, young player. They have a football factory. All these guys are injured, but they still make it to the World Cup final in 2022. So yeah, they going nowhere. But it's international football. It's hard to win tournaments. It's hard to win them all. France only have one trophy ever since they started making finals since 2016. Argentina is winning. Not because it's red for FIFA ball. Before I continue, allow me 45 seconds to slip the little article on. Hold on a sec. I really, really hope that I will witness another World Cup victory in my life. This is a historic jersey. European Championship. Federico Chiesa! The Church! Federico Chiesa! Goal! 2006 World Cup jersey. Long sleeve. There is the patch. There is right there. Germany. Alessandro Del Piero. Alessandro. Go. Long sleeve jersey. This is perfect for 2034. This is the perfect jersey for that World Cup. This right here is the goalkeeper, the penalty shootout, the amazing save on the Zidane header. Yall'S, Buffon! Yall'S, Buffon! Yall'S, Buffon! I wanted to get Gianluca Zambrotta because he was the longest tenured Juventus player, I believe. But I can't find his jersey, so it's probably Cannavaro or Andrea Pirlo is my short sleeve Italian jersey 2006. Either Pirlo or Cannavaro. I will ask you in the poll which jersey should I buy, Andrea Pirlo or the Ballon d'Or that year, Cannavaro. Cannavaro. He only played for Juve for 3 seasons, you see. Played for Parma with Buffon. He played for Inter. He went to Juventus. So Cannavaro didn't play for Juventus for even 5 years. He only played for 3 seasons, I think. 2 or 3 seasons. So that's why I was not in a hurry to buy a Cannavaro jersey. Now I was looking for Gianluca Zambrotta because this guy was a real attacking fullback. Barcelona liked Gianluca Zambrotta. You don't see Italian players shoot outside the box. Gianluca Zambrotta, that shot outside the box against Ukraine, mamma mia. My next jersey for the Italian team for 2006, I want Zambrotta. That's my number 1. Number 2 is either Pirlo or Cannavaro. I may let you decide. The hair of Pirlo is iconic. The Panenka against Joe Hart is iconic. The corner kick with exact precision from Andrea Pirlo to Marco Materazzi was perfect. The 2006 Italian World Cup winning championship team had 10 different players score goals. I don't think you'll see that happen again. That's what makes that World Cup championship special, is 10 different players scored goals throughout the World Cup. That shows the brilliance of Marcello Lippi. They're not reliant on one guy to score a goal. So there is hope. But you got to allow the kids to dribble and take men on. That's what Italian football must do. They shouldn't be all about simply studying tactics. Well, I know some Spanish words, but I know nothing about the Spanish. I don't have any extensive knowledge of speaking the Spanish language. So, that guy who played for Atalanta, he's really good. He played for Ecuador. Zapata, he's really good. I liked him. Zapata, he's really good. Hinkenke, the guy who plays for Arsenal, he's good. Get some good players out of there. They really battled Argentina hard in that World Cup game. Ecuador, they're a good team. They're not Semenyo. They're a very good team for a small country. Yeah, Chelsea player. Good point. Good point. I'm not going to completely write off Mbappe and Zidane for 2030, but I'm sorry. I'm not picking against Spain because I'm an Azuri supporter. I think France will make the final because it's rigged in 2030. Morocco is a co-host. Lamine Yamal is his family is descended from Morocco, so that's why Yamal's gonna be the victor in 2030. España is 20, so Spain will win the World Cup 20 years later. They're gonna win 20 years after 2010. Okay, okay. FIFA's already decided who wins, well ahead of time. Spain gonna win World Cup this year? They're not gonna win World Cup this year. I've seen many fixed matches in the World Cup. Spain gonna look off. They're gonna shoot way over the bar. They're gonna shoot way over the bar. They're gonna cross it too high over their heads. Little things like that can ultimately sway a match. The bottom line is that Diego Maradona equals 62. A World Cup at North America. North America is 62 in first World Cup repeat since 62 at North America. Maradona 34 international goals with Argentina. Messi 34th World Cup match. The final. And there'll be lots of tears. And Troy, both happening at the same time around the world. Okay? Both events. My main ambition is not to win the World Cup anymore, says Cristiano Ronaldo. The goal is not to win the World Cup, says Cristiano Ronaldo. I am the Lord and Savior of Brazil. Every year they think they're winning the World Cup. There's only 1 year Brazil is going to win again. It's 2034. These little Brazilians are going to hate me and everything, but I've been right about Brazil. I've been right about Argentina. They're going to come back here and kiss my ass, Brazil's going to kiss my ass in 2034. I own the whole country of Brazil in 2034. This is how you know your GOAT World Cup astrologer twist. Is when you can sit here in 2025 and say that Brazil is not going to win until 2034 and Endrick is going to be in his prime. You can sit here and say Endrick is totally not going to win the first two World Cups. How do you know how the team is going to be 4 or 5 years from now? No, Brazil is Brazil. They'll still make it to the quarterfinal as they do 2006, 2018. They made it to semifinal 2018. So Brazil is not leaving at any means at all. Saliba may be an old dude by that time. Sports, nutrition, health is so advanced. He could easily play when he's 34, I think. How old was Cannavaro when he was in the World Cup in 2006? How old was Cannavaro? Cannavaro was 32 years old when he won the World Cup with Italia, and sports nutrition and science is more advanced than it was in 2006. And so, historically, hypothetically speaking, William Saliba could still win World Cup as Brazil's top defender in 2034. Brazil should win 2028 Copa America. Messi's last tournament is in America. Unless if they rig the tournament, they say that the 2028 Copa America is in America. Then okay. Then other than that, then we can move on from Argentina. I've called Arsenal to win the league. The Lakers are showing that they are a championship team. Argentina win Copa America. England to finish. They were runner-up. I had England winning, but they were runner-up. I didn't know anything about the baptism photo of Yamal before the tournament. If only I could find out about the baptism photo before the tournament, not after. If I had a pick for the tournament, I wasn't going to go, gotta stick with my pick for the tournament, right? Ew, sneaky media. Give us the photo of Yamal baptized by Messi before the tournament starts. Before it starts. Who is Ecuador rooting to win the World Cup in 2026? Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, or any UEFA nation? Who's Ecuador rooting to win the World Cup in 2026? America's most hated country in the world? Fuck Donald Trump. I live in an alternative reality. My reality is closer to 98% of the world. 40% of this country is completely deluded. They don't realize the world hates them for good reason. Not for, because they're jealous of America. No, it's none of that. A good reason to hate America. America's talking about taking over Canada. They want to take over Greenland. What a bunch of assholes. A garbage guy with a ugly, scruffy beard from redneck hillbilly Appalachia talking shit to our allies in Europe. Fuck J.D. Vance. The billionaires and the warmongers rigged the election. Charlie Kirk was assassinated because he was against going to war for Israel. So Charlie Kirk was assassinated by the Zionist cabal. Gematria itself is Jewish mysticism. They script the world and they show it through Gematria. State of Qatar 44, Argentina 44, they won. Arsenal 25, season beginning 25. Queen 26, biggest supporter of Arsenal. We're in 2026. Arsenal win the Premier League. Manchester City 64, 6 Premier League titles, 4 times Guardiola didn't win Premier League, 10 seasons, Manchester City. That's Gematria. Klopp equals 30. Liverpool won their first Premier League title in 30 years back in 2020 with Jurgen Klopp. Gematria. Real Madrid is 85. They won the Champions League at Wembley. Wembley is 85 with the English player Jude Bellingham. The USA is 20. Messi is 20. Trump is a 34-time convicted felon. Messi's 34th World Cup match, the final. Trump is a white supremacist. Argentina is known for being a predominantly white country. In Argentina, Trump gave $40 billion in bailout money to Argentina, to Argentine elites, to bail out the hedge fund makers in America who had bets in the Argentina economy. New Jersey's 43. La Celeste 43. Argentina 4-3 in the final. GOAT 43. Messi's born the year of the rabbit. Rabbit's number 4 position, the Chinese Zodiac, Argentina's 4th World Cup win. That's astrology. That's not gematria, that's astrology. Donald Trump, 47th president, Argentina, 4 World Cups and 7 finals. Okay? FIFA boy! Argentina and Fantino! FIFA boy! Finging for dwarf Messi! Oh, wake the hell up, idiot. Make some money on this damn World Cup. Don't start hating for no good reason. Don't be a moron. Pay for your summer vacation. Argentina win the World Cup. You love Argentina if you do that. Why are Portugal 14-1 or 16-1? It's like Portugal are the most talented team in the world, but the bookies are making them 14-1. Even Ronaldo knows they're not winning World Cup. Let me Google it. Let me Google for you Pinaldan lunatics. Ronaldo, main goal, not win World Cup. He'll score a red knockout goal. It's going to happen. Ronaldo to score a goal in the round of 32 against some pup side, I bet. Unless if the Mafia rigs it and they don't. He doesn't score in the round of 32, but this Ronaldo's a joke. He's a beta boy. He's a cry. He's a joke. I will drink gleefully the tears of every Pinado loser in 2026. FIFA didn't win no damn World Cup. Pinado and Portugal are just failures as they were in 2024. 0 goals in how many minutes? 150? Or 120, excuse me, 120 minutes. 0-0 against France. Garbage game. Losers couldn't do anything. You had Portugal, you score 0 goals against France, you lose in a penalty. Portugal is more country. Winning equates to Argentina World Cup. You see, he's approaching clown status right there. You have all these PSG stars on Portugal who won the Champions League with PSG are going to make it to a semifinal this year. They are full of excuses. They are full of excuses. They are full of it. It's about chemistry. You fuck up the chemistry. They won. Yeah, joke. Valverde for Ballon d'Or. Messi versus Harry Kane for Ballon d'Or. Harry Kane may get shafted out of Ballon d'Or if Messi wins MLS and wins World Cup. America, it's about making money. What if the economy is so bad, the oil prices are so high, people not buying tickets, but we must make people buy tickets if Messi is deep into the tournament. The war in Iran is happening. The blockade of the Strait of Hormuz is happening. Oil supplies reduce. Oil prices are so expensive. Oil affects the price of clothing, of food, of transportation. FIFA still wants to make profit from the World Cup. So the key is to have Messi go very deep into the tournament. If Ronaldo and Messi finish number one in group they meet in quarterfinal, Pinaldo is finished. Pinaldo disrespected coaches like Ten Hag. Ronaldo went against the Saudi investment fund. He went on strike against the Saudi investment fund. Messi has deals with Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is going to teach Ronaldo rather a lesson. You try to fight back against us. We paying you all this money. We will buy the referee. You decide to be a crybaby because you're not the GOAT and you can't create. You cry and wait in the box for a cross. You can't create. You can't drip back in midfield. You're a fraud. You're certainly not a GOAT. You're a great player in this game, but you're far from a GOAT. Not like a Pele or a Maradona or a Messi. A merchant fraud who had one of the most stacked teams in the history of football. A Ballon d'Or winner in Modric, who made it to semifinal of World Cup in a very small country with very few inhabitants. Benzema, who's a Ballon d'Or winner. Yeah, Pinato's a fraud. He's a fraud. Ferguson is a GOAT. He was very lucky to have Ferguson. He missed the penalty in the 2008 penalty shootout of the Champions League. Luckily, John Terry missed the penalty. Ronaldo was bailed out. Oh, but Messi's a joke. They're quick to forget the penalty shootout between Manchester United and Chelsea in 2008. They're quick to forget. They're quick to forget. Okay? They're quick to forget. You know it, and I know it. You're not winning anything with Roberto Martinez. He failed with Lukaku and Hazard and Kevin De Bruyne. You couldn't manage to score a goal against France in the semifinal of 2018. There was no extra time. That equates to failure. Okay? There's no Jose Mourinho. There's only Roberto Martinez. Any jackass who wants to pick Portugal, not aware of Roberto Martinez's history of failure. You couldn't score one goal against France. That is failure. You lost against, who was it they lost to? Georgia or Northern Ireland in the last match of the group? Penalty fans belong in a mental institution. Because Messi knows how to harmonize the relationship between his teammates and himself and the coaches. Portugal teammates are dealing with ego, pride, and hubris. Portugal didn't lose because Fernando Santos benched an ineffective Pinaldo. Portugal lost because Pinaldo still thinks he's 23 and 26. He is deluded. Fernando Santos won the Euro for Portugal. He deserves all the respect. Gonçalo Ramos scored the hat trick. He deserved to start. You start your hot hand. Pinaldo is a joke. He sits and withers and cries in the box. He's not even involved in the build-up or the creation of the goal scoring. It's going to take a lot to be Lionel Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo is certainly not a Lionel Messi. Real Madrid won 2 Champions League titles since Cristiano Ronaldo left. How many have Barcelona won? Real Madrid are bigger than Cristiano Ronaldo. That is your answer to the question. Real Madrid are bigger than Cristiano Ronaldo. For Messi, it means something more when we get relegated to the Europa League without Lionel Messi. That will never happen for Real Madrid. Okay? Okay. So the Portugal win the World Cup because a cartoon episode that says they're going to win the World Cup. I mean, just get in a padded room and let reality deal with the cause. Don't get fooled by some clown Indian astrologer who said Ronaldo's going to win 2022 World Cup's going to win the Euro 2024. You're deluded. Oh, astrologer says Ronaldo's going to win, aka they're a Ronaldo fan. Their work is being prejudiced due to bias of being a Ronaldo fan. Now, luckily, I am smart enough to know who the GOAT is. So I knew that the GOAT was going to spread happiness throughout the world in 2022 for Christians, for Muslims, for Kwanzaa, Eid, for Hanukkah, for Jews. Messi was going to spread the love throughout the world. Ronaldo gives you pain, anger, regret, and suffering. That is who Ronaldo provides. A broken dream in 2022, a broken dream in 2024. Ronaldo is not the center of attention in 2026. It is a South American country after the death of Pele. You just have to start with common sense before getting into any gematria, any astrology, any numerology. Across the street from Pele's last matches, last World Cup repeat, 1962, Pele was a part of. Lionel Messi is the GOAT and king of football. Alvarez has extended his role. Nobody will stop Lionel Messi in Argentina. There have been lots of golden generations throughout the age of football. But I am convinced that future generations will never see a golden generation like we see in Argentina. And I think it's a very deep regret that we don't get to see our finalissima because of the rapist, pro-Israel, goy-ass puppet, Donald Trump. Anyone who supports Trump is mentally retarded. They are mentally challenged. Their brain has suffered severe damage. Under control, the Zionists are called. People are focused on draft in Iran and Donald Trump. Some 13-year-old girl bit his penis and he slapped her and he said enough's enough. This guy belongs in a prison. Netanyahu raped children. Israel defends a rapist. They blackmailed a rapist. They allow a rapist to stay in power. They commit mass genocide in the West Bank. They murder Palestinians. They kick them out of their homes. They brutalize Palestinians, the people who lived in the land for 3,000 years. These Eastern European Jews who lived not in the Semitic lands, but in Eastern Europe, want to tell these people how to live. They are the synagogue of Satan. Iran has every right to defend itself. In the middle of negotiations, the United States and Israel attacked not once, as in June 2025, but on two separate occasions, included February 2028, February the 28th of 2026. The United States is the aggressor. Just because you denounce your government's action doesn't mean you hate your country. You hate the actions of your government. The American people, 40% of the population, is deeply asleep. Over half of the population does not want to die for the Jews who think the Goy should take the sacrifice for the Jews themselves. They are robbing America blind. Israel is the enemy. Putin, Trump, and Netanyahu all belong in jail. They're not in jail. Each of them had second terms. Every single one of them have brutalized their government, have hijacked it. Trump launched an invasion in Iran. Airstrike should count as an invasion. Putin launched an invasion in Ukraine. Netanyahu launched an invasion. Three dictators of the world under the control of Rothschild are Trump, Putin, and Netanyahu. Trump is a stooge of Putin and Netanyahu. The United States is the bad guy. Donald Trump is the cause of that. The United States defended Ukraine with Joe Biden. Donald Trump has diverted these resources to Iran. The United States is the disgrace and plague of the world. Will there be a draft in America? Will there be a draft for people even in their 30s? That is the real threat. Iran is two times the size of Iraq. A great empire exists in Iran, the Persian Empire. Surrounded by mountainous terrain, very hard to invade, a lunatic clown exists in the White House. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. There's no doubt, given a chance, he would launch a draft. The military generals warned him of what the Strait of Hormuz would do: a boycott, a blockade. Orange lunatic decided he knew better than the war generals. In ancient Rome, they interbreeded with family members that caused decline. In America, they don't interbreed, they vote these kind of people. Or let's just say they rig the elections. Because everybody voted for Kamala. Her rallies were packed. Donald Trump's rallies were half filled. You could fill half an arena. Elon Musk was a part of that. He's an operative of the Israel Mossad. The West is the demon. They must be in control of the West and not of the Zionist Jews of Israel. Eastern European Jews are not Semitic Jews. But you're anti-Semitic. Palestinians are Semites. So we're anti-Semitic for defending Semites, Palestinians. That's how your Zionist Jew Western media in Britain and America brainwashed the world. In Iran, the previous Ayatollah issued a fatwa against nuclear war. But as a sovereign country, they have the right to defend themselves. There's a 1953 coup in Iran that overthrew a democratically elected Iranian Shah. They instituted an oppressive pro-Western U.S. Shah under the control of Britain and America. He had his own secret police. The Iranian Revolution arose from U.S. intervention in Iran. The Iranian people are good people. The government is not good, but that's the blame for U.S. intervention. Some people are not learning from the disasters of Iraq and Afghanistan. 40% of the country, or I believe 85%, is against the war. A false flag operation is coming to America. It's going to happen in LA. 100%. False flag operation in LA is going to happen. The only way they can cancel the midterms is if a false flag operation happens in America. Iran cannot possibly reach the United States from the amount of miles that separates the United States from Iran. But you see, FBI says the Iran is going to launch a strike in California. Who are these people kidding? Donald Trump's retribution against LA is to launch a false flag operation in LA. A false flag operation will be launched to make America support bombing Iran while under the manipulation of the Mossad and the CIA. They've already manipulated the events of 9/11, and you had Mossad agents cheering outside the World Trade Center after it got attacked. So Israel is a parasite. What does the Jewish religion say about the Messianic age? It will be returned to the real Semites, Israel. I think the Messiah may return when the Palestinians are close to becoming extinct, that the Messiah could save us from the Antichrist. Antichrist is the Eastern European Ashkenazi Jews. This is the real talk. The Messianic age, they can say, can happen up to the year 2240. So we're about 200 years away. That's what the prophecy tells us. Semitic Jews are Semitic. Palestinians are Semitic. Just support Palestinian. The media says we're anti-Semite. Give me a break. Give me a break. You have weapons, and all they have is rocks, and you're trying to rape and pillage and kill women and children. Give me a fucking break. Israeli media, in customs, in the police, they're already censoring everybody's phone. They don't want the truth to be reported. They don't want the truth to be shared. So it's a completely Orwellian police state in Israel. And for the record, Palantir in America, they're getting ready for the police state in America too. They're getting ready for the police state. They don't want any opposition to whatever is deemed as the agenda. The billionaires. They want to mass surveillance every America, know what their thoughts are. This is the Orwellian danger we face today. In no way, in a real reality, does Donald Trump lose a popular vote twice, but suddenly win the popular vote. Critical thinking is lacking in the United States education system today. There's no way that happens. There's no way he won the popular vote. Elon Musk rigged the machines. He said it's easy to hack machines. This is what Elon Musk said. This is what he said. There are concerns about the midterms. Republicans are retiring. They don't want to run. There are concerns about the elections. They're concerned about the midterms. But they need a false flag operation to try to cancel the midterms. That is the goal. Will they be successful? Will they succeed in their plan? That remains a whole other question. But we are under the influence of foreign agents. The two primary foreign agents, Russia and Israel. Israel believe that Jews are the chosen people. No Jew should die. Let these goy non-Jews die in war. They want America to fight their wars for them. What's going bad for Netanyahu is most Americans are against waging warfare in Iran. But the only way to make that happen is to stage a false flag operation. That's the only way to support war. Charlie Kirk was assassinated by the Zionist Jews. Charlie Kirk said that we should not be fighting wars in the Middle East. I'm against this racist, homophobic, bigoted agenda. But Charlie Kirk was assassinated by Israel. Charlie Kirk said we should not be fighting war in Iran. He's becoming influential. He's becoming a big thing. The Zionist cabal assassinated Charlie Kirk. That is the fact. They assassinated Charlie Kirk. There is as much evil going around as there was during 2001. Most people, this is the question of idiocracy. People are just easily manipulated, easily gullible. They don't want to learn from the mistakes of Iran, of Afghanistan, and Iraq. When has America last won a war? Why should it be assumed that America's military is superior to everybody else? When was the last time the U.S. military won a war? They didn't win Afghanistan. They won Iraq, but regime change is a failure. They didn't win Vietnam. They didn't win Korea. Korea is under control of the communist North. American military is overrated. And Iran is taking advantage. They're developing precision drone strikes. They have a lot of underground tunnels in Iran and immensely mountainous terrain in Iran that makes it impossible to invade and conquer. This is the Persian Empire we're talking about. They are the descendants of the Persian Empire. But under control of an orange lunatic He will not take any advice from military generals. He will decide that he alone decides what's best. But everything Trump touches dies, including the empire of the United States. If invading Iran is about keeping the petrodollar, you are dealt with the same outcome regardless of victory or loss. What will deal what will allow the least collateral damage is dropping out of Iran immediately, as what Ron Paul has warned. Okay? Will we even have a World Cup? What's happening in the Middle East? American empire is crippled even more. They don't give a damn what the people think about. Most Americans are against the war. Iran knows this. They can they can garner the propaganda on their side. Now, this is an oppressive government of Iran, but U.S. intervention in the 1950s is the reason why they are where they are today. We don't seem to learn from our lessons, do we? Dumb American rednecks are the key to this. America ranks far below in education and intelligence compared to other countries. I have a Trump supporting uncle. He doesn't travel or anything. He doesn't care what people think about the United States. Completely self absorbed asshole mentality. Donald Trump supporters are indeed assholes. He didn't care if thousands of people died from COVID. That makes Donald Trump supporters monsters. They are subhuman, just like the Zionist Jews. They are subhuman. Donald Trump golfed while thousands died from COVID. This is who these dumb morons voted for. But most people voted for Kamala. The election was rigged. That is the truth. The media is corporate owned. They don't care. They don't want to ask the question. We know Kamala won the election. Her rallies were packed. They were sold out. There were people waiting outside the arena. Donald Trump could barely fill half an arena. This is the art of a rigged election. Hopefully, Donald Trump is going to burn in hell tremendously someday. Hopefully. Ask all these people, their little right wing family members believe that the virus was a hoax and then they died due to COVID. This is a cult. My sister was one of these people that died from COVID. Every single person who supports Donald Trump is a monster. They have no sense of humanity, no sense of empathy whatsoever for the people of Iran, for the people in the Palestinian West Gaza Bank, for the people of America dealing with affordability issues. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. They're monsters. They're in a cult. They're brainwashed. They're retarded. They're retarded. I told you, they're retarded. They hate Mexicans. They hate brown people. They hate minorities. They hate all these people. They're racist. They're bigoted. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They're assholes and they're losers and they're big giant suckers. They're paying higher gas prices and suddenly they're so quiet about Donald Trump. I was so right about that guy. Most Americans are brainwashed, dumb fucking morons. For my friends in the UK and other European countries, that is the reality. They are morons. You're more developed than America. The blue states fund everything to these little redneck shithole Republican red states. I know Kamala won. She did win. Elon Musk said it's so easy to hack a machine. He said it. All these Donald Trump little losers, they're paying higher gas prices. Haha, these assholes didn't care if somebody's mother or brother or father or daughter died from COVID. These assholes deserve what's coming to them. They deserve it. They deserve it. They deserve it. My sister went to a Donald Trump rally and they had unmasked people. She believed the lies about the COVID. I hate Donald Trump. I hate that bastard. I hate Donald Trump supporters even more because they're subhuman pieces of shit. They justify genocide. They justify Donald Trump brainwashing people, his own supporters, and they die from COVID. Who was it that died from COVID on the Republican side? Herman Cain? Who was it that died? Herman Cain? Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. He is shit. Fuck Donald Trump. All these loser Donald Trump supporters, they're garbage. They're garbage. They're filthy ass Zionist little pieces of shit. I ain't fighting no war whatsoever. You're not gonna draft me at 30 years of age. You ain't drafting me. I ain't gonna die for Netanyahu, Donald Trump's Epstein war. The great news is that people are starting to wake up. And they're realizing that this is not about American national security. It was never about United States national security. This is about getting some goyim to fight the wars for the Jews so the Jews don't have to fight the wars. Rothschild is the key proponent, the key catalyst. It's all under Rothschild. You're nothing special. You ain't shit. You ain't God's chosen people. You ain't shit. That's not up for you to decide. That's up for God to decide. So shut the fuck up. Get the hell where you came from and stop fucking brainwash people to fight your fucking wars. You're garbage. We're waking up. We're not going to die for Israel. We're not going to die for the evil apartheid state. You're evil. Evil. Those who say they're Jewish but are not part of the synagogue of Satan. Jesus Christ said so. He's talking about you, Zionist Jew, Israel. He's talking about you. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, you little Donald Trump, little pieces of shit fucking supporters. You ain't shit. You have nothing to talk about right now. His daughter married to a Jew. Dumb fucking pieces of shit. Israel just wants to have non-Jew goyim die for them. Fuck you. Fuck you. America first, not Israel first. And fuck all these American people like Pete Except. Fuck him. Iran knows most Americans don't support the war. They can use that to their advantage. The Persian Empire is going to win. We need America to get the fuck out of the Middle East, and so this garbage doesn't continue to the next fucking millennium. Enough is enough. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck his retarded ass brain dead supporters. And fuck you. America first. Stop being a cuckold state to Israel. Fuck you. Get out of here.